Got a anchor, I want winged on.
You say, copy. Who? Him? When you want me to whang on him?
Water break.
Not far now. There's some prisoners working up ahead. Oh, Mike, why take such a foolish risk?
Risk? Sometimes it's a risk getting out of bed in the morning. What is it, Nicky?
There's someone sick or hurt. What have these men done?
Oh, killed, robbed, raped, some of them. The rest? Probably nothing spectacular, just the bad luck to get caught.
You sound like you're on their side.
I'm just on my side, Nicky.
This is for whooping them right.
Anytime, man. You just say the word, copy. Anytime.
Hey, Caleb, you go down that road the way that car just went. Where you gonna end up, boy?
You're gonna end up in the jailhouse, man. You know that. You all right? You want more water?
Oh, I'm fine, boy. I just saw me the man I've been hurting and killed for more than 5 years now.
You're watching Longstreet on Mystery.
At least take Pax with you.
I don't think he'd like the prison food.
Oh, come on, Mike, the real reason.
He might get hurt.
And you can't?
Who says? Hey, listen, you keep your doors and windows locked and, oh, yes, tell Mrs. Kingston to take the peanut butter out of the refrigerator. I want it thawed out by the time I get home.
Take care.
I will. Which way is in?
3 o'clock, and there's some stairs.
Mr. Longstreet, the Bureau of Prisons has asked me to give you the fullest cooperation.
Oh, thank you, Warden.
Of course, it would be much easier to help you if I knew what it is you're after. The letter from the Bureau was somewhat vague.
Well, as they probably told you, I'm an insurance investigator.
Yes, I understand, but, you're blind.
Well, my rods and my cones aren't firing, if that's what you mean.
All right. What can I do for you?
One of your prisoners, Harold Singer, Boot Singer, I believe he's called.
Well, what's to investigate? The man killed himself.
Could he have been murdered?
Murdered?
Yes, by another prisoner.
Mr. Longstreet, let's understand one thing. The inside of a prison's like the inside of a drum. The slightest tap, you get an immediate reverberation. Now, if Harold Singer had been murdered, we'd know.
Could you assign someone to show me around, please?
You won't accept the official report, is that what you're saying?
I'm interested in restudying the official report, among other things.
Captain Montana.
Well, this is our guest room for VIPs. To tell you the truth, it's not much.
One of the advantages of not being able to see, Captain, you can imagine things better than they really are. This small room, about 10 by 15. Another room over there. Bed's over here somewhere.
Say, that's pretty good.
There's nothing to it, really. You can tell from the way sounds bounce back what size room you're in, about everything that's in it.
Yes, sir. That's okay. Now, if anybody in here hassles you, you just let me know.
Where's the light switch, Captain?
On the wall by the door.
Any lamps?
No, sir. There's one big bulb in the middle of the ceiling. Anything else, sir?
No, thank you.
Why don't you get yourself settled in, and whatever you want to do, you just let us know. Flanker will be right outside that door.
Really don't need a guard, Captain.
Well, you see, sir, a man could get hurt in here. We wouldn't want that to happen.
Fair enough. We'll keep an eye on each other.
Yes, sir.
What are these, Mike?
Glads?
What color glads?
Come on, Nikki.
The white ones feel like satin.
Well, this one feels more like rayon.
Among the gladiolas, the reds usually do. Feel like rayon.
Are these red?
Definitely.
Hey, let's see this one. This one feels like satin. White?
White as Pax.
How about that, Pax? How come you know what a red gladiola feels like?
Next time you order, say, 2 dozen glads, just ask for 1 dozen of the rayon and 1 dozen of the satin, okay? Oh. Can I help you?
I'm sorry. I was looking for Mr. Longstreet.
Mike Longstreet?
It's my husband. Please, can you help me? Help me? Help me?
All right, why'd you stop? Why'd you stop choking him?
Because he's right. My mother was a tramp. Besides, you'd have stopped me before I really got to killing him.
But you still want to kill him.
Not gonna change my mother?
Okay, that's today. Tomorrow, same time.
Doc, this is Mr. Longstreet. He's here about Boots Singer. This is Doc Berlin, our prison shrink.
Mr. Longstreet?
Oh, Doctor?
Doc, you just go ahead and tell him anything you want. We don't have anything to hide here.
I'll do that. Just as soon as you leave.
I'll be right outside that door, sir. Now, don't you worry, Nana.
What do you want to go kill a blind man for, Copy? Just let him live. He's got more misery than we've got.
He hunted me down once. Now I'm gonna hunt him down.
So you want to talk about Harold Boots Singer, huh? How much do you know already?
I read his rap sheet. 4 juvenile counts in 3 states. Just turned 21 this year. Held up a gas station. Got away with $122. Took a shot at a state trooper before they caught him. Warden says he was hardly a model prisoner.
No, he was an angry boy, doing his time the hard way.
Well, if he was so angry, why did he kill himself?
Well, maybe he was the only person he could get his hands on.
You signed the death certificate, death by hanging. Any other injuries?
Well, I was out of town the night it happened, so I didn't get to see the body until the next day. I have to admit, even then, it was only a cursory examination, but that's the way things get done around here. Anyway, it's all in the prison report.
Yes, the prison report. I'd like to see that.
All right, I'll be happy to read it to you. You know, you appear to be quite serious about this, quite determined. Why?
Why shouldn't I be?
Well, I mean, it is a little bit unusual, isn't it, Mr. Longstreet, for anybody to bother about a young man like Singer? I mean, who cares about a kid who holds up gas stations and shoots at state troopers? And why should anyone care? I mean, isn't it more normal to care about the stolen $122? To care about the officer who got shot at in the line of duty? Isn't that where the normal empathy should lie? Now, what is your interest?
The truth.
Well, a lot of time can be wasted in pursuit of that fantasy.
Captain? Be seeing you, Doctor.
I'll get it. Hello? Oh, yes, she's here. Just a minute, just a minute. It's himself. Coming back already? Did you take the peanut butter out of the fridge? He likes the oil rancid. What can I do? He just doesn't like it so chewy. Hi, Mike.
Nikki, listen, I want you to look into something for me.
No, I don't have to write it down. Because I have an incredible memory, that's why not.
You sound a little abrupt.
No, I'm not being abrupt. I'm being disappointed. I thought maybe you were ready to come back to New Orleans.
Everything all right there?
Yes, everything's fine. Listen, Pack, speak.
When'll I hear from you?
Probably sometime late tomorrow afternoon.
All right, that'll be fine.
All right. Mike? Are you okay?
Me? Yeah, yes, I'm fine. Goodbye, Nicky.
Goodbye. He sounded all wound up. Is he all right? Yeah, he didn't even ask about the peanut butter. You know, I worry about him being in that place. Yeah, me too. Well, what was the urgency? He said it was urgent that he talked to you. He wants me to get permission to exhume Harold Singer's body.
These the cells you use for solitary?
That's right.
Which one was Singer in?
Just about all of them, sir, at one time or another.
No, I mean the last time.
You're in front of it right now, Mr. Longstreet.
Why is he handcuffed like that?
Let their boys tend and bar. And later on, if he's a good boy, we'll let him down. Something bothering you, sir?
My stomach.
Oh, I see. Well, at least in here, a man knows where he stands. He knows what's right, and he knows what's wrong. He knows what time to get up, and he knows what time to go to bed. You see, sir, it's all laid out for a man in here, right there in front of him, straight and simple. There's nothing to think about. That's the way I like things, sir.
Were you here next to Singer last time he was down here?
You were there. Now, you hear the man. He's asking. Now, you tell him.
Yeah, I was here. I'm still here.
Did he say anything that would make you think he was going to kill himself when he got out of solitary?
Never said nothing.
Not a word?
Wouldn't talk to nobody.
All right, thank you.
Okay, sir?
Yeah.
This way out, please. There's a staircase here.
Mr. Longstreet, I can save you a lot of time. These rankers aren't going to tell you nothing. Why should they?
Captain?
Yes, sir.
I'm getting a picture of a prisoner who was strictly a loner. Kept to himself, didn't talk to anyone, wanted to be down there in solitary.
That was Singer, all right. He just wouldn't bend, that boy. He wouldn't bend for them, and he didn't bend for us.
And those that don't bend, break, right?
Mister, you better believe it.
Hello, Laura.
Hello.
Come in. Mrs. Kingston has fixed us something, so we can talk while we eat.
They only give us a 30-minute break. I better not.
Oh, it's all ready.
It looks different.
Well, when you were here before, you weren't seeing things too clearly.
I'm sorry I cried so much.
Why don't you sit there? Mr. Longstreet is at the prison now.
I'd love for my daughter to see this courtyard.
Well, you'll have to bring her next time.
Oh, thank you.
There. Now, please start. I know you have to get right back.
I work way over on Canal. They're awful if you come in late. This is our busy time at dinner. I got one of my friends to take my place. She's really good. She can carry 6 dinner plates and 6 salads and... No, I guess that's all. I'm lucky if I can carry a plate in each hand and remember who wants a Salisbury steak and who gets a red snapper.
Laura, I said Mr. Longstreet is doing what you asked him to do. He went to the prison.
I heard you the first time, Miss Bell. just been so nervous about it that I pretended like I didn't hear you. Has he found out anything yet?
Something that could be very important. Your husband wasn't given an autopsy. Well, that's what he found out. So that means that there might be some things he'll have to know more about. Oh, Laura, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you want to know the truth, don't you? Then you're going to have to let a doctor examine him again.
You mean take him out?
He's dead, Laura. Except in your mind and in your daughter's laughter. Oh, look, Mike can't find out what really happened unless you give him the okay to do this. Do you understand? Here.
Mr. Longstreet? I brought along the report you wanted to see on Singer.
Oh, yes, come in, Doctor.
What were you hearing just then?
Despair has its own sound.
Yeah, I imagined it did.
Especially loud in here. I can never quite believe that places like this exist in the same world I live in.
Well, it's not the same world. Not for the men in here. Their movements are restricted, their activities regulated. Their very thoughts are disciplined, day after day, month after month. Any meaningful continuity in their lives is destroyed. Can you imagine, Mr. Longstreet, the shapes of their nightmares?
Yes, I can.
I wondered if you ever let it show.
What's that?
Your own despair.
No, no despair, Doctor. Anger sometimes and a whole lot of frustration. Okay, let's start on that prison report.
Well, there's something you ought to know first. You mind if I call you Mike?
Oh, go ahead.
Mike, there's a prisoner here that you sent up 5 years ago. He's a man named Bobby Carp.
Carp? Thought he was serving time in Louisiana.
Well, he's been here for 16 months. Long enough to establish himself as King Rat. He's the head of the yard, Mike. He's got a lot of clout. And the word on the grapevine is that he's out to get you. So why don't you let me help you pack?
No, I'm not ready to leave yet.
Mike, this man is a dangerous criminal. I know him. If he is determined to get you, he will get you. Unless you leave.
Man would run away now. That man would really be a blind man, wouldn't he, Doctor?
On the contrary, a man who would stay. That's the blind man.
You're gonna have to play by their game rules. Not observe, but participate. And you'll have to respect the majority opinion if they don't want you to play.
Okay.
They can be rough.
All right. Shall we vote?
Yeah. It's unanimous. We don't want him here.
Who says? I vote he plays.
Okay, Mike. Carp says you play. Who's first?
Well,
First impression I get is authoritarian, a little aggressive here, unless that's just a facade.
Hey, Doc. That copper talk English, huh?
Shut up, Q.
Nah, this ain't a facade. That's outside all cop. That's inside all cop.
How's that make you feel, Harper?
I don't know, scared. Angry, maybe.
Why?
I don't know.
Mike, what's your reaction to Harper's first impression?
It's a phony.
Hey, wait a minute.
Let him talk.
That's just what it is, a first impression. Hasn't talked to me, doesn't know me.
Doesn't want to know you.
You got anything else to say?
I don't have to go up to him, see he's all cop inside. I don't have to talk to him. Look the way he stands there, ready to lay that iron on somebody.
See, you don't look so tough to me. You look scared.
Anyone else? Mike?
First impression? See, anger, hostility, frustration. Cover up a lot of hang-ups.
What hang-up?
I think you're all here. You're all a bunch
Feel. Express your feelings.
What?
Express your feelings.
All right, I feel everybody here has to sound tough, act tough, to try and convince each other they are tough.
And how does that make you feel?
Like I can't trust them because I'm not hearing them, just their defenses.
Tell you what, you stay here a little while without any defenses. You know how long you last?
Just trying to tell you how I honestly feel, that's all.
Just how honest are you?
I don't know. How honest is honest? Okay, honest. I came in here to find out, did Boots Singer kill himself the way it said in the official report, or did someone kill him? Now, you guys want to play? How about that game, hmm?
Wait a minute. You get paid for that kind of play. That's how you make your bread, man. Now, why should we help you pick up your marbles? Tell me that.
Who's paying me?
Insurance companies, man. Insurance companies, they got all our bread. Insurance companies in a bank, you know?
And, you are their boy.
Wrong. Boots Singer has an insurance policy worth 10 grand if he was killed. Everyone says it was suicide, so the insurance company doesn't have to pay off. Not a penny.
Why'd they send you here, then?
I came on my own.
Yeah, you see, I see how it is you dig tough jobs, man. That way it makes you feel like more of a big man, you know? You take a cruddy case where there's not much bread involved, and then you come in here and do a little fooling around, mixing in with the cons, you know, with the slumps, rubbing elbows, getting a little common touch, you know what I mean? Then you go and tell everybody how much of a great guy that you are. That's called overcompensation, man. You know?
If you'd seen Singer's widow when she came to me, just a kid, no money, still believing in her husband.
Sure. Good-looking chick. Need somebody to get her spirits up. That's why you're here, boy.
That's not why.
That's why! All right, now wait a minute. Help the man up. Help the man up. Help the man up.
You can't, sir. All right, I'll be back later. Settle with you meatheads. This way. It's open, sir.
Right, in the library.
Well, what about him?
He's safe. Now, come on.
Now, let's make that a nice, close shave. Remember me?
No.
Bobby Cart.
I don't know any Bobby Cart.
You know me.
said I don't know any Bobby Carp.
Drop that.
You afraid of a blind man's cane?
Drop it.
There's not much time left, Bobby. Captain Montana will be back pretty soon. Our Gordon, our flanker. Why don't you drop the knife, Bobby? You do that, you go on back to your cell. Nobody will know anything more about this.
You're crazy, man.
Mike! Mike! Where you heading?
I thought I heard sirens.
No, just a fight in the library. It's all taken care of now. You know it's late. You shouldn't be out here.
If you say so, I'm a little turned around. Could you show me where my room is?
You all right now?
Yeah, fine. Thanks, Doctor.
Well, good night, then.
Good night.
How come he didn't think on you, huh? How come he didn't tell the hacks you were shoving a shank? How come, Carpy?
How do I know?
They're really checking into this thing about Singer, aren't they?
Yeah. So what?
Don't worry you none?
Trying to play with my head?
What for, Carpy? Now, why should I want to do a thing like that, huh?
What you asked for, sir. There's a step on your right in here. But I'm here to warn you, it's not much to look at. Ladder on your left. It's just a plain old boiler room. Service is a kitchen zone. But we come down here every now and then to break up a fight or a crap game. Kitchen detail goofing off, you know.
Where'd you find Singer?
There's a pipe directly above your head, sir.
The one?
That's it. Found him hanging there. Shirt tied around his neck.
No one else around, huh?
Just the cons in the kitchen.
So he slipped in here and he hung himself when the other men were right next door. I mean, he came in here alone. Everyone else was busy. He did it. That how it was?
That's the way it had to be, sir.
When the kitchen detail was relieved, that's the first time anybody would noticed he was missing.
That's right.
Official report said you found the body.
Well, now, on that, sir, that's right. You see, the guard was calling roll, and Singer, he didn't answer. So we come running down here, me and Flanker and Gordon, and there he was.
Well, somebody must have known he was in here, seen him come in. Yet between the arrival of the kitchen detail and the roll call later on, nobody reported him dead. They waited for you to find him, isn't that right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, sir. You see, they figure why get involved.
Who is the man in that detail?
Bobby Carp.
He and Singer ever have a run-in?
Well, Singer was a born troublemaker, sir. It'd be most unlikely that they didn't tangle. But if they did, we never heard about it. And Singer, he never come running to us asking for protection.
Now, that could be why he spent so much time in solitary. Keep out of Carp's reach.
I wouldn't know about that, sir. Singer, he's a man to talk to. if he was still around.
Could ask Bobby Carr, couldn't I?
Well, sure. Sure, you can just walk right up to him and say, hey, Carpy, old man, you ever break the rules around here? You ever rouse Boots Singer? Come on, Carpy, old man, tell us all about it.
You just might.
The staff table is straight ahead, Nick. You want to get some coffee? You want anything else?
No, coffee's fine, thanks.
How you doing?
Okay, thanks. How about you?
Oh, I could do worse.
Yeah, how?
I could be blind, like him.
You ain't got no manners, Caleb, picking on the man like that. We gave him bad enough time already.
Okay, ask him. Ask him if he wouldn't trade right now with any one of us. How about that, man? You want to take my place?
Come on, come on.
What?
2, 3.
You okay?
Yeah, no problem. You're right. We're both in a kind of prison. Which is worse? I figure yours is.
No hard feelings?
No. No hard feelings.
Hey, you're okay, man. Shake on it.
Yeah, shake.
You want to take my place?
He's out to get you.
Can you help me?
Looky here, coming right at you.
What's he want?
Wants to ask you about Boots Singer, maybe.
Bobby?
Man, you're begging for it.
You want to try again? Maybe you do better with an audience.
Got your hacks outside. I make one move, they bust in. It's a frame-up.
Somebody go look. You've been wanting to kill me for a long time, Bobby. You better try now, last chance.
No way I can without getting caught. Or so help me, I would.
Nobody here's gonna say anything.
It's clear outside, Coffee.
Now, you wouldn't testify against Bobby, would you? Any more than you'd say you saw him beat up Boots Singer the day he was killed. How much did he owe you, Bobby?
You're so sure of yourself, blind man. Coming out here, sticking your nose in, counting on pity to do your work for you.
No, not pity. Maybe a chance to set the record straight. Boots Singer's widow and his daughter can collect $10,000 if it turns out he was killed. Now, by itself, that may not change anybody's story, but suppose I told you that Carp here used to be an enforcer for a loan shark. His specialty was stepping on hands, crushing wrists. Suppose I also told you that we had Singer's body exhumed and autopsy performed. Both of his wrists have been stomped, his hands crushed. You ever hear of a man looping a shirt around his neck, hang himself with no hands?
You're siding with him! You might say, Coffee, you just might say!
Hey, man, keep the pack.
You really mean that?
Yeah, I got plenty now since I'm taking over from Carp, because he ain't never coming back.
Go ahead, man. That funny about Carp going after that blind man, and that blind man got him.
Yeah, you might say. What else has a blind man got to do, huh? He can't see nothing, so he just sits around and he figures. And that's a plain truth on that.
That's right.
Here, Mike.
You see, sir, it's all laid out for a man in here, right there in front of him. There's nothing to think about.
Yeah, you see, I see how it is. You dig tough jobs. That way it makes you feel like more of a big man.
Can you imagine, Mr. Longstreet, the shape of their nightmares?
Nicky, pull over here, will you? What's out there, Nicky?
Trees and grass.
No ditch, no fence.
No.
Where are the trees?
About 50 yards, 12 o'clock. Running in a straight line, right and left.
Max, come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Stay. Okay, come